So you get off of Penn and Teller, and then I remember you called me and you were talking about doing this philanthropic endeavor specifically for our men and women that are overseas, magicians on mission. What's that about?
Well, let me give you a little bit of a kind of a backstory on that, if you don't mind. So after Penn and Teller, I was invited to be a part of a team of magicians to go and perform for our active duty military who were stationed overseas. We went to Southwest Asia. So it was me and 4 other guys. We had our tour manager, Bob, who was a professional comedian. He put this team together and called me up and said, hey, what would you think about going overseas for a couple of weeks and performing for our service members? And knee-jerk reaction to that was, yes, absolutely. I didn't even think about where we were going or how long it was going to be for. It was.
Where did you go and how long was it for?
So it was a 16-day tour.
Okay.
We went to Bahrain, Kuwait. So we started in Kuwait. So Kuwait, Bahrain, UAE, and Djibouti, Africa. And
that's a tough sell for a vacation.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a great time. Got to build some relationships with people that some of the other performers that were there. Local gentleman here, his name is Michael Finney. It has a very great reputation within the magic community. David Malik and Jim Leach are both phenomenal performers as well. And to be able to go out and perform for a military, I really didn't know what to expect. I knew it was going to be fun. It was, again, I tend to do things for the experience of doing them. And I knew that I would probably never spend my own money to go to Djibouti, Africa.
Yo, that's like you spend your own money to get rescued from Djibouti, Africa.
Right.
It doesn't seem like, I can't remember the last time someone's like, where you at? Oh, I'm just in Djibouti, Africa, just fucking hanging out, getting a tan. You know,
exactly. So yeah, it was a phenomenal experience all the way around. But the thing that was, unbeknownst to me at the time, very life-changing was, like 2 days into my first tour, I looked at Bob and I said, why isn't this happening more? We should be doing this all the time, because I know that Bob and Michael Finney had been doing, volunteer tours like this for both the USO and the Armed Forces Entertainment for like 20 years. But they would go out like once a year as kind of their way to say thank you and to pay it forward. But I really kind of looked at it and I said, this is amazing. And the transformations that I saw with our service members within minutes of the show starting was, they would come into the theater and you could just see they were excited about something new being there, but they were exhausted. They were tired. Some of them were, missing home. I mean, you could just see it written over their faces. And then within minutes of the show starting, smiles and wide eyes and laughter and that the gasp of amazement.
Were you guys part of like a bigger production that was happening, or did they just decide they wanted to bring over some magicians to entertain?
So our tour, to explain the Armed Forces Entertainment, they are a branch within the Air Force. So they are tasked with bringing entertainment in the forms of bands, cheerleader groups.
So they're the ones that like brought in like Bob Hope in the 50s and like Marilyn Monroe.
That was a different group. That's the USO. It? Yeah.
Okay.
That's the USO.
Gotcha.
So the USO is a privately run 501c3 nonprofit.
Okay.
But they do a lot more than just entertainment. They have a myriad of veteran services that they provide for active duty veterans and their families.
Okay.
But the Armed Forces Entertainment also handles the travel and logistics for the acts for the USO. So,
gotcha.
So they kind of go hand in hand. So our tour group, we visited these different countries, and it, like I said, it was amazing to see the transformation. But what I noticed was, or at least my desire, was to do it more often. And so I thought, what if we were to get all of the best magicians from like North America together under one banner brand and do our own tours, get these groups together, work either with, excuse me, work either with the USO or the Armed Forces Entertainment or the MWR, not necessarily be in competition with them. So what I'd really like us to be is the go-to organization for magic for active duty. And yeah, we're working on our way getting there.